Thanks for watching my. Okay. Okay, wait, I go record. Okay. I am Taylor. I am the palette and pixel chick, as PMC would declare me as, but pretty much graphic design and visual art. So yes and no. I'm actually building on it. So with the graphic design, this past year, I did the full year being $10.99. So I'm pretty proud of that. I would like to get more business lucrative with the visual art. To get grant funding for art workshops, but it's not in a full business phase right now when it comes to the art workshop phase. So we'll get there. My creative journey has been a long one. I would say it started out probably how most smart kids or even regular kids probably started. You tell your parents that you're interested in something creative and they look at you and smile and tell you that's cute, but what's gonna make money? What's gonna pay bills? Or they tell you you're too smart to do this. And quite frankly, I think that's almost like insulting the creative industry, as if it doesn't take intelligence or some kind of innovative planning strategy to make what you're creating be engaging for the public. Everything that someone sees, everyone that someone interacts with has something to do with a creative aspect. So it kind of baffles me now when I think about it. But long story longer, I started in accounting. Definitely went to school for that. Did that for about 5 years or so. But then I started doing art workshops and doing live interactive art sessions. And it started back in like 2019, probably when I had my big girl panties and said, I'm gonna do this thing. And I don't know, like, I think just the welcoming aspect that people were giving just from other creatives of like, no, you can have support in this. That's just all pretty much any creative is missing. People think, oh, it's the funds, it's this and that. No, it's really just support. You have a little bit of support and it just seems like you're just gonna go through the roof. So yes, when we support each other, we're unstoppable. So true. By the way, I got that at a Ladies Who Launch event. Ladies are supporting ladies. So long story even longer, here I am in the visual arts doing it full time. Like I said, crafting these art workshops that are for the community that are also going to have some wellness aspects. I would say the most common misconception would be that you're going to be a starving artist. Like, I feel like when they say that, it's almost like one looked into what it is, the industry that you're trying to get into. And if it's from someone on the outside, I think that they've never really understood and appreciated where art and being a creative can take you. As I mentioned before, if you're looking at a flyer, you're looking at a billboard, you're looking at a commercial, all those aspects had something to do with a creative individual, whether they made the piece or strategized the piece. So yeah, the hugest, you can be rich. The biggest setback is, well, let me talk about two of them. The realest one is confidence. I feel like for me, I will come up with every reason underneath the sun as to why I couldn't do something. And to someone else, they're probably like, oh, well, that makes sense. So for example, I'd be like, oh, well, I need to get a website before I start telling people about myself. Oh, I need to get, and you do need a website, by the way, you do, it's professional. But for the sake of this, I would put many hurdles in front of me that really didn't belong there. And I would try to tell myself, well, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. And really, I would be ready. So confidence will be one that I would say would challenge. And then the second one, just being real again, is paying bills and trying to make that balance when you're trying to jump off the cliff for your dream. It would be nice for that first thing to just take off. And you could be able to say, you know, hey, I can absolutely focus on this, but sometimes you can't. You're working about what? Typical people work anywhere from about 6 to 8 hours. Sometimes it could look like 10 to 12. And then when you get off of that, you're basically clocking on to your dream job, trying to make your dreams work. So I would say that balance and just realizing that do take time for yourself. Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't try to make your dream happen overnight, but definitely put steps in place to get there, because it's gonna take some time, sacrifices. Just keep doing it. Like, just keep doing it. And you're like, probably like, well, do what? Anything. It doesn't even matter. If I wanted to be the next commercial given person on this world, and that's all I want to do is just commercial, never film, never movie, never anything past, then that's what I needed to do. I don't need to listen to anyone else telling me, well, hey, if you did this, why don't you do this? Well, if it's not a part of my plan and what I want to do, then I don't need to listen to it. So I would definitely say that. As a creative and as a female, you don't have to do anything that you don't want to do to get ahead. That's just what I'm saying. I'll keep it very PG with saying that. A lot of you can take it home and know what I'm saying. But sometimes when you are pretty, sometimes when you have something going, sometimes those get clouded. And sometimes you have to set those professional boundary lines. And people think, oh, you have to go in with stuff. You have to be okay with stuff. You have to. No, you don't. I'm here to tell you that you don't. I've had plenty of opportunities without having to. So I think just being authentic to yourself, and just if you don't feel comfortable with any type of setting, say no, say walk away, because honey, there will be more money to make. I would like to spotlight a motivating love. We're having support groups that have been happening every month over the last, I would say, year or two now. And as we're moving into the spring, lovely me is gonna help with offering art as an activity during the support session. So it will offer an interactive piece. Sometimes you wanna move a little bit or do something to help talk about whatever we were talking about for that session. Like, we've had topics on grief. We've talked about friendships. My favorite one was stress and anxiety, because homegirl goes through that all day, every day. So I really enjoyed it. And we bring in local therapists and counselors, so it's not just people talking to people. So you're going to be guided. You're going to be giving some actual effective action plans if you find yourself needing more conversation. And like I said, with the additional art, I'm excited, but a motivating love. People can find me on Instagram, the @_peace love owls _. And then for a motivating love, it is @a motivating love. Yep. Okay, but thank you for watching my episode. Please make sure to follow Vision 127 Media for more information on me and also about this wonderful organization. And then, of course, follow me @_peace love owls.